So when we want someone's opinion, we'll often ask them to rate something. We'll ask questions like this. How would you rate that restaurant? How would you rate that movie? How would you rate that game? And in English, we have a few different ways of answering those questions. I think a couple of the ways are similar to how you would do it in your language, but I think a couple of them might be somewhat unique. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know what the verb to rate means, it means to give your opinion as to whether you think something was good or bad. So in this English lesson, I'll teach you 4 different ways that we answer those types of questions, how we rate things in English, and then at the end, I'll also give you some examples of how we rate things that are just excellent or amazing. One of the ways we rate things in English is to give it 2 thumbs up, or to give it a thumbs up, or to give it a thumbs down. Now, I think you are familiar with this rating system. 2 thumbs up means just really, really amazing. A thumbs up means it's pretty good, or it can also mean amazing. And then thumbs down means that it's not very good at all. I do have to apologize for this rating system though, because it's not grammatically correct. 2 thumbs up is correct. To say thumbs up though seems a little odd. Why does thumbs have an S on it? There's only one thumb. Shouldn't it be thumb up? And shouldn't it be thumb down? But no, we don't say that. It's always 2 thumbs up or thumbs up or thumbs down. So you just kind of have to ignore that little inconsistency for the time being. I hope you think this video is 2 thumbs up, and I hope you give it a thumbs up and not a thumbs down. Another rating system that we use is simply to use stars, and I'm sure you're familiar with this one. When you buy something online, other people who bought the same thing might rate that thing using stars. So they might give it 4 out of 5 stars, which is pretty good, or 5 out of 5 stars, which is amazing. But if something only has 1 star, I don't think I would buy it. So we use this to rate a variety of things. You could say the movie was 5 out of 5 stars. You could say the restaurant is 4 out of 5 stars. You could say that thing you bought online is 3 out of 5 stars. And then the next person who goes to buy it, if they see your rating, they might have to decide whether 3 out of 5 stars is good enough for them to decide to buy it. Now, this next grading system is kind of old school because it's actually based, I think, on the North American schooling system, where in some places they still give letter grades. An A is excellent, a B is okay, a C is not too bad, a D is not very good at all, and F means that you failed. And by the way, there's no E. I don't know why. But we do sometimes use this rating system in real life as well. Someone might say to you, how would you rate that restaurant? And you could respond and say, oh, I give it a B+. How would you rate the pizza from that place? Oh, I would give it an A+. How would you rate the game that you went to see? Oh, I would give it a B. It was enjoyable, but neither team scored and it ended in a tie. So we do use this old school, what I call old school grading system to give something a rating of an A+, a B-, a C+, or in the worst case scenario, an F. We also sometimes rate things out of 10, or we'll even say on a scale of 1 to 10. So if someone says to me, Bob, how do you like your old blue van, the one that's sitting over there? I could say that van has been amazing. I would give that van a 10 out of 10 for reliability. If someone asks though about the vehicle that I owned before that van, I might say, that vehicle was a 1 out of 10. It was not very reliable and it broke down all the time. So on a scale of 1 to 10, or rating something out of 10, sometimes you give it an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, and sometimes it just gets a 1. So you might be wondering, in English, how do you rate things that are excellent? Now, of course, you could simply give it a 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 5 stars, or you could say you rate it as an A+, but we actually have some phrases that we use as well. Oh, by the way, you could also give it 2 thumbs up. Sorry, I can't do that at the same time because I'm holding my camera. But we do have some phrases that we use to talk about things that are excellent. You might say that it is the gold standard. You could say, and I hope I don't annoy anybody here, you could say Tesla is the gold standard for electric vehicles. You could say that it is top tier, or that something is top tier. You could say Manchester United is a top tier football club. You could also say best in class. You could say that the DJI Action 6 camera is best in class for action cameras. That's actually the camera I'm using right now. And then there's a newer term, S tier, when you rate something, sorry, a little windy as I walked there. When you rate something as S tier, it's above A, B, C, or D, and it means that it's really, really good. This is kind of a new rating system. The S tier just came about a few years ago, or at least I became aware of it, but those are a few different ways that you can rate something using the English language that you think, things that you think are excellent. Well, thank you so much for watching this English lesson about rating things. And if you want to rate this lesson, you have two options. You can give it a thumbs up or you can give it a thumbs down. And I really hope that you give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If this is your first time here, don't forget to click that red subscribe button. There might be one over there or down below. Give me a thumbs up, like I just said, if you enjoyed the video and if it helped you. And please leave a comment below. I always enjoy reading them. And I'll see you next week with another English lesson. Bye.